Hi everyone, it's Nima here from the YWCA. Today is Tuesday, May 26th, and this is the mobility video for you guys. As I mentioned last week, we are going to talk about ankles starting today for a few weeks. Before we go ahead and practice those exercises I have prepared for you guys today, let's talk a little bit about ankles and what they do in our body. Ankles are probably, unfortunately, one of those most underestimated joints in the body, but what they do is really, really important. Basically, if the ankles are messed up, then your knees are going to be messed up probably, your lower back is going to be messed up maybe, and even the hips are going to feel that. So in most of the cases, when the knees are having some troubles, we go ahead and work on the knees in order to fix the problem, but in fact, we have to search for the problem in the ankles. Now, we are going to talk about 4 different exercises today. Usually, I give you 3 exercises a day, but I have 4 because the combination of these 4 is going to give you a really good package in order to get some mobility back in your joint. Now, what we are going to do, the very first exercise we do is a kind of joint mobilization exercise. We are going to use a band, and I'm going to show you a little bit later. The second one is a very good stretch for your tibialis anterior. That is one of those really important muscles in front of your shin. It goes from the knee all the way down to the ankle. It goes actually basically from the outside of the knee, and it goes cross on the shin, and then it would attach to the ankle to the inside of the ankle. And then, so that is number 2. We are going to stretch that chunky muscle. And then number 3, we are going to peel away the same muscle or peel off the same muscle. And then number 4, we are going to peel off another muscle which is located on the back of your shin, under the calf, and it's called the soleus. Now, let's get into work. As I said, number 1 was that joint mobilization for the ankle. As you see right there behind me, there is a band. I have attached it to the bottom of this post. I'm going to move one of my feet inside the band. Now, what I'm going to do is really important where you have the band around your foot, around your basically shin. It is going to go to the very bottom of the shin, around the ankle. Now I'm going to move my foot a little bit away from that post behind me in order to load up my band. Now what I'm going to do, my foot has to be pointing forward and it's flat. So until I'm done, I'm not going to get my heel off the ground. Now what I'm going to do, I hold my knee with both hands, and then I'm going to move my knee through different directions. Basically what I'm doing right now, I'm searching for restricted spot right there. I found one. I'm going to just keep pushing my knee, and I'm paying attention to my heel because I'm not going to get it off the ground. So I'm going to just stretch in this direction, and then a few times I'm going to be rocking my knee, making sure that restricted spot is not as restricted. And then I'm going to move on to another direction. Hopefully I can find, not hopefully basically, but if I find another restricted spot, I'm going to work on that. So first just push your knee towards that direction, and then after a few seconds you can be rocking your knee. So that's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2, as I said, is a stretch for your tibialis anterior. Now let me show you that tibialis anterior guy on my shin. It goes right here. This is one of the insertion point, the top insertion point of the muscle, and it goes across right here. This is the body of the muscle. It's right here. So it goes on this side and it goes across, and then it attaches to here, inside of my ankle. So the muscle goes across on my shin. The body or the chunky part of the muscle is right here. And this is where I'm going to later peel off. But before I peel off the muscle, I'm going to stretch it. And this is how I would stretch that. I'm going to get my Feet under my butt. I'm going to lean back. And then I'm going to get my knees off the ground. And I'm going to stay in this position for how long? You guessed right, 2 minutes. 2 minutes, baby, in this position, all right? So that was number 2. Number 3, now I'm going to peel off that muscle, tibialis anterior. See what I've got here? It's a bar. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm going to put my shin on the bar, and the body of the muscle that I showed you a little bit earlier, right here is the body, and I'm going to peel off this part of the muscle. So I put that right on top of the right on top of the bar, and then I'm going to be grinding the muscle. See what I'm doing with the bar? I'm kind of sawing. This is freaking painful. God. You know, when you see somebody in the gym is kind of doing this kind of thing and making faces, you gotta be feeling sorry for that person because that person is in pain. But I tell you something, that pain is a good pain. All right, so I'm going to be sawing and grinding, and then little by little, I move up on the bar so the bar goes down on my leg, and then I'm going to go all the way until the whole body of the muscle is covered. That was number 3. Number 4, we are going to work on the soleus. Soleus are here. So these are my, this is my calf, and then right below my calf to here, on both sides, I have a muscle that we call the soleus. Now we are going to grind these muscles. So I'm not going to work on my calf. I'm going to start right here, just below the calf muscle. Now I'm going to use the same bar. All right, so I'm going to start from the top, which is right after your calf is going to be done. And then I move the other leg on top of that leg that I've got on the bar. My leg, the second leg is crossed, and I'm grinding again. See? I'm grinding, and then, so basically the second leg, what the second leg is doing, the second leg is actually just applying some force so I can grind better. Now, I'm going to, oh my God, this is painful. So as you see, I'm making circle with my foot. I'm going to make sure I do both directions. Lots of people make a kind of mistake. It's a very common mistake. They just grind one spot. But what you can do, just turn your foot out, and then you can find another spot, and then turn your foot in, grind, and then when you feel it's time to move on, you just need to move back so the bar is going to move down on under your leg like this, and I'm going to do the same. I'm going to grind, I'm going to make all those circles, I turn my foot out, I turn my foot in, and then like this I'm going to move on, and finally I'm going to get right here 1 inch above my ankle joint. So these are the 4 exercises that I had for you for today for the ankle mobility. Let's have a quick review. Number 1 was a joint mobilization. We use this band, so it's not a very easy band. It's kind of heavy band. You are going to get it right here, very bottom of your shin, and then you are going to load up the band. Make sure your foot is straight. Make sure your foot is also flat on the floor, and then you are going to move your knee to different directions, and basically you're searching for a restricted spot, and then you are going to work on that spot, move on to the next spot, and then work on that spot as well. Basically, I believe 2-3 minutes would be enough for this exercise. And exercise number 2, it was a stretch for your tibialis anterior, the muscle which is right here, and then so feet under the hips, and then get your knees off the ground and hold that position for 2 minutes, and then I peeled off the same muscle, which is that painful exercise that for me was the most painful. So you're going to be grinding and sawing, and then little by little by little, you go towards your ankle, all right? So when you're going to just cover the body of the muscle. So basically, you are going to grind from here, going down all the way to here. And then the rest is my shin. There is no way you can make your shin soft. So don't grind here. It's going to hurt a lot and you're not doing anything. Number 4 was grinding or peeling off my soleus on the back of my shin. It goes right here, just below my calf, all the way down to 1 inch before I get to my ankle on the back of my shin. Now, so that's it for today. Let me know how this one goes for you. I'm going to be back with another mobility video for you guys on Thursday, and I have new stuff for you to get something good done for your ankles. So stay tuned. Bye for now.